Okay, let's just dive right in. We hear about these new peptides and our brains immediately file them under weight loss. But today, we're going to talk about a compound that people are getting all wrong, Retatrutide. And we're going to explore why focusing on the number on the scale, well, it means you're missing the entire universe of what's happening. So let's start with a really basic question. When we talk about these incredible new tools, is losing weight really the end game? Or is the weight just one kind of superficial clue to a much, much deeper puzzle happening inside our bodies? I love this quote because it just perfectly frames this whole conversation. It hits the nail on the head. Sure, retatrutide leads to fat loss, absolutely. But that's just one tiny piece of a much bigger and frankly more profound story about biological repair. So we've got to totally reframe how we think about this. Retatrutide isn't just another pill you take for a diet. No. Think of it as a tool for reprogramming our biology from the ground up. A systemic fix for internal machinery that's been on the fritz for a long, long time. To really get how it works, we first have to understand the problem it's built to solve. So let's get into the body's broken signals. So why do our bodies actually store fat in the first place? I mean, it seems like a simple question, right? But the answer we've all been fed for decades is, well, it's just not the full story. That old idea that we store fat simply because we eat too much, it's tragically incomplete. It's that old, tired, calories in, calories out argument. And it totally ignores the incredibly complex hormonal and neurological symphony that's supposed to be running our metabolism. Here are the real culprits. We're not talking about a simple math problem. We're talking about a system-wide failure. Chronically high insulin, your brain literally going deaf to leptin, that's the hormone that's supposed to tell you you're full, inflammation in your brain's command center, your cellular energy factories just sputtering out, and a reward system that's been completely hijacked by our modern world. And this right here is the core issue. Your body isn't failing you. This is not about a lack of willpower. Your body's internal communication network, it's broken. It's storing fat because it's confused, it's in a state of crisis, and it has no idea how to manage energy properly anymore. So if the system is broken, how does retatrutide fix it? This is where it gets really cool. Let's look at the science behind what we can call the three-lever reset. All right, lever number 1 is GLP-1. The easiest way to think about this is as your body's metabolic brake pedal. When you eat, your gut releases it, and its job is to slow things down, curb your appetite, and make sure you get just the right amount of insulin. But, and this is a big but, its job goes way beyond just making you feel full. Critically, GLP-1 dials down inflammation in the hypothalamus, your brain's master control switch for metabolism. So it's not just quieting your stomach, it's calming your entire neurological command center, which is a massive deal for healthy aging. Okay, on to lever number 2, GIP. Now this one can be a little misunderstood, but you can think of it as the intelligent balancer of the system. It works in perfect harmony with GLP-1. Yeah, working together with GLP-1, GIP helps your body make smart decisions about incoming fuel. It's basically saying, all right, let's only store what's absolutely necessary, and let's burn the rest for energy as efficiently as possible. It brings precision back to your energy management. And now we get to the third lever, glucagon. And honestly, this is the true game changer. This is the piece that puts retatrutide into a completely different league. While insulin tells your body to store energy, glucagon screams at it to do the exact opposite. This is the engine boost. Glucagon does 2 absolutely incredible things. First, it liberates the fat that's been locked away in storage, making it available for fuel. But second, and this is huge, it actually tells your body to build more mitochondria, the little power plants inside your cells. So you don't just burn more fuel, you literally increase your fundamental capacity to create energy. So when you put all 3 of these levers together, you start to see why this isn't just some small improvement on what came before. We are talking about a generational leap in metabolic science. And you can see that evolution laid out so clearly here. Ozempic pulls 1 lever, GLP-1. Mounjaro steps it up, pulling 2, GLP-1 and GIP. But retatrutide, it pulls all 3, adding that powerhouse glucagon lever. That's the difference between just managing a symptom and initiating a full system restoration. And that third lever is what creates this massive separation. Retatrutide can actually increase your resting metabolism, actively liberate stored fat, build more cellular engines, and repair your brain's sensitivity to those key hormones. The others, they just can't do that. They're playing a different game. So if this isn't all just about weight loss, what's the ultimate goal? Where does all of this lead? Well, it brings us to the real prize, longevity, improving not just our lifespan, but our health span. I mean, think about what really drives aging at the cellular level. It's a state of biological burnout. Insulin stops working right, our cellular power plants, the mitochondria, start to decline, low-grade inflammation is just simmering everywhere, and our whole hormonal symphony collapses into noise. What's absolutely incredible is that Retatrutide goes after every single one of these points. It's like it's methodically reversing that burnout. It restores insulin sensitivity so your body uses fuel correctly again. It multiplies your mitochondria, literally rebuilding your energy supply. It suppresses that chronic inflammation, calming the storm in your brain and body, and it repairs and reactivates those critical hormonal signals. This quote really captures the entire paradigm shift we're talking about. You have to start seeing the weight loss not as the goal, but as one of many positive side effects of a much deeper process. The real win, the ultimate prize, is that systemic biological renewal. Just remember, seeing a smaller number on the scale, that's just the first sign that the whole system is coming back online. When you understand that this is about a systemic upgrade for your entire body, you realize fat loss was just the beginning. The real journey is getting your biology back on your team, working for you, not against you.